Hi, I'm Mo. I'm a nurse from the Education Operations Center.
Hi, I'm Anna, the School Counseling Fellow at the Rhode Island Department of Education, and welcome back to Wellness Wednesday.
Today, Anna is going to interview the governor of the state of Rhode Island, Gina Raimondo.
Today we're joined by Governor Gina Raimondo. Governor, thank you so much for joining us today.
I'm happy to be here.
Can you share with us what it was like for you in the early days of the pandemic and how you got through it?
It was scary. There's no doubt about it. There were some really scary moments. We had never gone through anything like this before, and we really weren't sure how bad it was going to get, how quickly it was going to get. Some of the projections were unbelievable. I do remember early on in the crisis where I just felt so responsible to get everything, and we couldn't get enough supplies, masks and ventilators, and they called and said the truck arrived. And I was so happy because it'd been many sleepless days, and I was very stressed. I felt like I was letting people down. Anyway, the truck arrived, and I called to check in on it, and I was notified that the truck that arrived was empty. And I remember putting the phone down, almost like collapsing by myself. What am I going to do? It was that moment of just like sheer exhaustion. You don't know what to do. Everybody's relying on you. So I took a little break. I took a pause, which I think can be helpful. Sometimes just take a break, sit back, and I relied on my team. You know, we got together with the people who I care about on my team. I'm like, guys, what are we going to do? And I realized I'm not alone. I've got a great team. And we just made a plan to get back at it. So I think that's what we have to do. And of course, I'm super lucky. I have a team, I have support, and I'm very cognizant that there's a lot of folks out there who, you know, they don't have that great support network. So what I would say is get help, you know, if you need it. We have BH Link, we have help, get help. Don't be ashamed, because we're all living through it, and it's really tough.
I've heard you say often, it's okay to not be okay.
Yes.
And what would you like to share with people about that?
Well, I would say that it is okay not to be okay. I would say there's not a single Rhode Islander who hasn't had moments of struggle. People have lost their jobs, losing health care, domestic violence is through the roof, hospitals are bursting at the seams. So I sometimes think of it, it's like a high wire act, and I just tell myself, like, just don't look down. Just keep going. Get up every day, just keep going, a day at a time, you know, and just don't look down. Because if you think about if you think all the time and dwell on the magnitude of the responsibility, then you get paralyzed. And if you look around and you think, how come I'm the one who's frustrated, out of a job, you know, struggling with my addiction, struggling with my depression, like, just know you're not alone. There's nothing wrong with you. It's every single one of us is struggling at some point in time with mental health issues. It's totally okay. It's totally normal. And don't be afraid to ask for help. You wouldn't be afraid to ask for help if you broke your arm or got the flu. So don't be afraid to ask for help if you're anxious, depressed, struggling with addiction, whatever.
What resources would you suggest to educators or families who are looking for some resources?
Thanks. So because this is such a hard time for teachers, we want to make sure that we provide support, and for the kids. So we have a number of resources all on the website, backtoschoolri.com. We have a mental health training course that we're providing free to all teachers. We have extra mental health supports, other kinds of support like testing, PPE, masks that we want to make available to schools. So we want to help get through the crisis, and we try to provide all that at backtoschoolri.com.
Do you have a message for the frontline workers who are dealing with this day to day?
Yes, so first I want to say thank you. because it's Herculean effort. They're tired, it's stressful, they're risking their lives in some cases. From day one, our National Guard have been out there, rain, snow, light, dark, testing, contact tracing. Just this weekend at the airport, one of its kind. First responders, police, firefighters, from day one, been part of the response. Social workers, all of our social workers and care workers, like at DCYF, for example, they've been doing home visitations from throughout this. Think about how scary that would be. Healthcare workers, nursing home workers, have not had a day off. These people have been working 7 days a week, saving lives, risking their life, sometimes in the very beginning when we didn't even have enough masks and gloves and PPE. So teachers have gone into the classroom despite their concerns. They went to virtual overnight in a week last year. And to teach kids, like for example, say little kids in person all day with a mask, that's intense. To try to do it virtually and to capture the attention. Imagine trying to teach a little kid online all day and keep their attention and get through to them. Oh my God. So it's really, really hard. And I can't even imagine it. I'm so grateful. We have gifted teachers who have the talent and the willingness. They're going above and beyond, above and beyond. So every one of them has just stepped up over and over and over. It's pretty remarkable, and I'm very proud of them.
Thank you. Governor, thank you so much for taking time to meet with us. We know you have a very busy schedule, and we really appreciate you taking time out of your schedule to share your thoughts with Rhode Island.
It's my pleasure. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. The new year is around the corner. 2021 is going to be better than 2020. And let's just hang in there together. Take care of each other.
Thank you. Thank you for all you're doing for Rhode Island.
Thanks.
Great message as always, Anna. Love the interview. I love it when she talked about to face their fears and not to be afraid to ask for help. That was a great message. We need to hear that positivity.
It really was such a pleasure to talk to her and hear her thoughts on how she's been dealing with this pandemic. Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll see you next time on Wellness Wednesday.
We offer resiliency training as well as other resources to educators. To find out more, you can reach our team at 401-277-1440 by email at Outreach Rhode Island or at our website, backtoschoolrhodeisland.com. We are here to help.